6, 7, 8th class. 678 678th class today of our Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam. Congratulations, friends. That such a tough task of continuously listening to, regularly listening to the Shastras, you are able to accomplish, and that alone saves. That's a Maha Tapasya. And we are learning this beautiful thing. Ki, how many inner and outer difficulties come while managing, maintaining our regularity, sincerity. After a certain time, outer difficulties, problems get reduced. Whatever. Inner will be there, whether they are our Upadika problems or Gauni problems. Upadika problem is Upadis. Gauni means Guna, the Tamoraja Guna. They will create such a challenge, such a havoc, especially for the ones who want to do the sadhana. You and I are feeling it every day. Still, we have the divine strength, our own willpower, and our prayers to the Prakriti, the Maya, the Adipara Shakti Mata. Spare us, Umada. Empower us with positive things only. Don't send the negative things to distract us, trouble us. It is the Mother's Krupa, the God's Krupa, that they are making us even chant every day in the morning various Samrakshana Suktas, various Papa Nirmulna Suktas, various Dushta Krutyadi Nivarana Sukta. It's not accidentally happening, mind you. Those who are coming to morning class also, I'm telling them that it is the divine providence that they are making us do these things. And definitely, with these prayers done, we are protected by all these celestial beings, all these subtle divine beings, divine devatas. Thank God, may they continue blessing us, protecting us inside and outside, that we are able to pursue our this Tattva Shravana, Tattva Adhyana, Tattva Chintana, Tattva Dhyana, Tattva Anubhuti, Tattva Nishtha, and Tattva Prachar. We are interested only in the Tattva, not any Atattva. So in this Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, third Utpatthi Prakaranam Leelopakhyanam, one of the very important topic for its various contents, we are studying in this 55th Sarga, very essential. In that, how the Marana happens, after Marana, what are the Samsara Gati, exhaustively told. So Nehte Suhaga, even the Ishvara Kruta Srishti Niyati also we are taught. Niyati means it began like that, and it's continuing even now. You don't need to question about it. It is for your benefit, use it. After that, you transcend it. Don't ask why the earth is elliptical, why it's moving in that orbit, why is it of this size or weight or height, why the winds are blowing, why the mountains are like that, why the trees are like that, why the rivers flow this way. This is how the Ishvara thought, from him only they are expressed. And in them, that Paramatma is comfortable being like that, contributing to his play Leela. When he gets bored, he dissolves all those plays and expressions, and he remains. Everything goes into his Mula Prakriti unmanifest form. So that also we are seeing. And the latest shloka was, therefore, finally, from the Tattva Drishti, that being one without second, there is no difference between anything including Jada and Chetana. From the Rupanama or expression Drishti, also you cannot compare and say something good or bad, because commonly both belong to the projected delusory status. है ना, कल्पित चीजों का आप कंपेयर करके एक महान नहीं कह सकते हो। और अधिष्ठान के दृष्टि से सबका एक ही अधिष्ठान है, वहां भी कोई महान नहीं है कहने को, दो चीज है ही नहीं, है तो अन्न एक ही है। See, these are the sublime knowledges. Imagine if they percolate into our subconscious or our understanding level, and we start living that wisdom, we are free. So, in the first round of our study, such sublime knowledge is there. We are informed about it. We become familiar. In our 2, 3, or 4 studies of it, we will even understand them, start living them. In the 10th round of study, that while studying only we know that yes, this what is said by Saraswati or Vaashishthaji is happening in me as my experience. Aha, this is what is our journey. Let us see few more shlokas today. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Namo Brahmadibhyo Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Sri Rama Rama Rameti Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो सरस्वती मात्रे नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषि मुनिगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरमाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् श्रीनादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठ अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीरामष्ट संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकराय यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुगगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मोहो विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने मरण संसार वर्णनं नाम पंचपञ्चाशत्तमः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच श्रीदेवी उवाच। Now last 10-12 shlokas, this saramsha, catch it. One is Jivagati explained. Jiva Varna, Jivanagati. Two, we ask, who exactly is the Jiva? The answer is given that in Paramatma's Maya only, there is Ahamvritti. In that Ahamvritti, Paramatma's reflection only makes that Ahamvritti enlivened. Then he becomes the Jnata, the capable of knowing, desiring, doing, enjoying. That is his Leela Paramatma ka. Such Lord now, who is expressing as Jiva now, by becoming Nyayate, Ichhate, Karoti, Bhunte, enters the Manushya Sharira, Gruha. है ना? What was said in this earlier mantra was Nara Upadi Puram Praptam, the town of human. Then that entered Paramatma positions himself at all the Golakas level with his ability to know, etc. Through that he is seeing all the Jnanendriya se, Karmendriya se, Antakarana se, he is seeing now. Remember, it is he one. Aham ekam bahusyam. I am one now. I want to play the play of multiplicity. In that way, up to this point, it is Ishvara Leela. But having become entered into the Manusya Sharira, and fascinated by, enchanted by the comforts of this Manusya Sharira and the Bhoga at the Indriya level, that same Ishvara, as if one side forgets his Ishvaratva and Brahmatva, second side, as if gives extra value to these upadhis, and third, as if he just goes away from the distraction. So the Jiva is Ishvara's Leela part only, na? Jiva is not independent. He'll have to play the play of Ishvara only as ordered by. As if he gets divorced from Ishvara, trying to establish his own individuality. From there, his samsara starts. As long as the Jiva is playing the play as the Jiva without digressing or transgressing any of the guidances given by the Ishvara as per Shastra, he will not have samsara. It's a play going on. इसलिए स्वधर्म जो करता है वो संसार नहीं रहता उसको थोड़ा उससे हटकर an individuality like an office goer staff as long as they are in the office they work in the office with the work given to them in that way 35 साल they do service they are not bound among those days any time they don't come on time they don't work they take bribe ऐसा कुछ करते हैं which they are not supposed to do then they are rusticated suspended etc whatever it's called he becomes a suffering jiva. Otherwise, he is employed there by the company giving a specific work for him to do. So that jivata is Ishvara only playing it. But that jivata somehow gets into a delusion as if he is a separate entity, then tries to establish his different track. That ignorance, from there the delusion and samsara begins. When he realizes that and loses that aham and mama, मम तो कुछ है ही नहीं हम तो ईश्वर का ही सेवक हूं देन माया ही क्रॉस्ड मैया मोर तोरते माया he will cross it. This is the second topic very exhaustively told. Then the latest topic is that the totality में ईश्वर का ही ये सारा नियति है what it has to be it is like that as per his choice as it was in the first creation it is continuing it is that is how he is playing. We have one facility of misunderstanding misusing them and getting bound, second facility of rightly understanding right using them and getting happiness, third possibility of rising above them to realize our oneness with Paramatma. This is a crucial point. In that, what you see in this Jagat as Jada, Chetana, Sthavara, Jangama, inert and sentient, mobile and immobile. These are the four things you will see. This inert, sentient, mobile, immobile, all of them have no difference from substratum standpoint, nor you can differentiate them from expression standpoint because they are all projections. Hold on to this knowledge and play the play. Where is samsara? That's what it says. Tasmat yat jangamam nama tat swabodhana rupavatu tena buddham tatah tadvatu tadevadyapi samsthitam. So Bhagavan conceived the Jangama beings. He became that Jangama. He entered into that. Now he identified and playing that play right from beginning till now. Tena buddham tataha. He is awakened to his identity like that, like every day when we get up, We awaken to our identity, whatever we are. Not the doctor sleeps and gets up as a lawyer and all. So too, these Jangama beings are habituated to identify themselves with the Jangamata. This is called the Niyati, right from beginning of creation. So उनके अंदर मैं जंगम हूँ ऐसा एक थॉट होता है. They continue like that. तेन बुद्धम तथा तद्वत तदेवाद्यापि संस्थितम. Even now, till now, from whenever the creation started till now, it is continuing. It will continue आगे भी. नेक्स्ट वन, जंगम की बात हो गई. व्हाट अबाउट वृक्ष? तद वृक्षाभिधमा बुद्धम, that which you and I will call as vriksha. In that vriksha, the Paramatma is there. He, the Paramatma, now identified that vrikshatta to play the play as per this Kangalpana of the creation. In the first of the creation, till even now it's continuing. Sometimes he adds something, sometimes he deletes something, so many a times, many things he continues. The Vriksha Jati is that's how continuing to be in the Stavara Chetana Yukta. But that Chetana mein apertures are not there, the Vayu is not going inside. Therefore, Indriya functionings are not there in the tree, which we have already seen. Yad Vriksha Abhidham Avaddham Stavaratvena Vaipunaha Jadam Adhyapi Samsiddhim Shila Taru Trunadicha. So Jadata in Shila Taru, Shila etc. Taru Truna and Vriksha. Chaitanya, but immobile. In the Jangama beings, living and mobileless. All of that, Narayana, from the beginning creation, the Paramatma identified with them, and means himself conceived like that, the play is going on. At the Mahapralaya Kala, he will take everything into himself. Again, he projects. The most powerful shloka was 57 yesterday we saw. Today also twice we have already seen. Natu jadyam pruthak kinchito asti napi cha chetanam. So nothing like jada and chetana other than substrat. Natra bhedosti sargado. Therefore, because they are creation projected from the projection standpoint, projected things not real. How can you compare and say something great or not great? Therefore, nasti bheda, natra bhedosti sargado. ठीक है, in their projection level there is no veda. What about the substratum? Satta samanya ke nacha. For both of them, the satta is the samanya adhisthana. From that standpoint also, there is no bheda. So Bheda Drushti is the samsara. Bhinna Drushti. What are the two Bhedas? One, each thing is different from other. Two, all of them are different from Adhisthana Brahma. So this pot is different from that pot is different from that gamla, and all of them are different from the mud. This Bheda Drushti is samsara. Whereas these two parts are mud only, all parts are mud only there in that form. Therefore, all these Jada, Chetana, Sthavara, Jangama, in सबका अधिष्ठान ब्रह्म ही है. The one who can realize it is beyond now. All samsara vandanam. So, vrikshanam upalanam ya namantastaha sasamvidaha. That's what. Vrikshanam, the trees. Upalanam, the stones, etc. Ya nama antastaha sasamvidaha. Whatever their inner samvit is there in them, they decided to be in that vriksha and upalastiti. That is how it is like that. बुद्ध्यादि विहितानि एव तानि तेषाम इति स्थितिः. तो उनमें ऐसा बुद्धि है कि हमको ऐसा रहना है, इसलिए वो उस तरह से रह जाते हैं. दे आर लाइक दैट. ओके. विदोन्तस्तावरा देहे यास्तस्या बुद्ध्याः विदोन्तस्तावरा देर्याः तस्या बुद्ध्यास्तथा स्थितेः अन्याभिधानास्तानार्ताः संकेतैरपरैः स्थिताः. So the most important is the pure consciousness only in all of them. In the Stavara, I am the Stavara Jada. In the Stavara Chetana, I am Stavara Chetana. So too in the Jangama Jada, I am Jangama Jada, the Vayu and river. In the Jangama Chetana, I am the Jangama Chetana, the Pashu Pakshi Manusha. In this way, they are inside that way decided. Because of their particular being deciding that way, each one appears to be different from each other. In the Leela, like the five fingers, they decided to be like that, thumb like that, index like that, middle, ring, and little. Once they decided like that, now in the expression, naturally you see the difference. So otherwise, all of them are Sakshat Paramatma Sthiti only. Okay. Anya Avidana Sthanarthaha Sanketaihi Avaraihi Sthita. For the sake of Leela, tree remains as tree. Therefore it says, I am tree, not the mountain. Mountain remains as mountain. Therefore it says, I am mountain, not the tree. Or anything else. That bhavana in them has become stabilized in the interest of the creation for Ishvara's Leela. Ishvara only in that way. Hmm. Like we plan no मैं कार में बैठूंगा इन द ड्राइवर सीट फिर बेल्ट लगाकर मैं गाड़ी चलाऊं तो you thought like that you went to the car you sat and put your belt and you were driving it same way we come home and say oh wear your casual dress and आराम से आराम चेयर में बैठूंगा and you do so it is your choice no or in front of TV I'll sit and say erect I sit like meditation I was you do that or in dining table are we not conceiving our own various identities and executing them continuously है कि नहीं अब मैं बाहर घूमने जाऊंगा एंड वॉकिंग यू फॉर गो फॉर योर वॉकिंग खेलने जाऊंगा यू गो प्ले सो टू द ईश्वरा thought of the creation himself to be appearing in the form of creation in that creation these are the things he wanted to be in this way and then he appearing like that. With this logic, everything is Ishwaramaya, everything is Ishwara Leela. This knowledge should enter into us. So things are different from each other, therefore differentiating between them. Things are different from the Lord, therefore having dushta buddhi towards them. This nonsense we have to transcend. All are expression of Paramatma. There is difference only for the sake of Vyavahara. Otherwise, all of them are Paramatma Swarupa or they are all projected. Don't see the Jagat with Vishama Drushti. That's the most important thing. Okay. Then Krumikita Patanganam Yanamantasva Samvidaha Taniva Tesham Buddhyadini Abhidharthani Kanichitu. So inside whatever the samvit is there in their buddhi, whatever dharana there in their buddhi inside, they behave like that. Examples are the krumi, kita, patanga, ityadi. So we krumi, kitaka outside we give the names. Okay. But whatever the way they are in their physical appearance, vyavahara they are in. Within them, the samvit is stationed there. That samvit is Paramatma. Now you take the titli. In the titli rupa, Bhagavan is there. Samvita. Within the titli, it feels that I go to each of the flower and take the makaranda. In the Brahmara also, the Brahmara or the honeybee, let us say, that also in that the samvit is there. I'll go and take a honey in this way and put it in the beehive. You understand that samvit in them makes them play like that. And when that samvit is playing like that, it identifies with its own functionalities. And for the onlookers, it looks like that. And to maintain the uniqueness of that personality, one, it has to identify with that. Second, it has to de-identify with other. This is the prakriya for the Jagat Nataka to go on. So here, Krumi Kita Patanganam Ya Nama Antasva Samvidaha Taneva Tesham Buddhyadini Avidha Arthani Kanichitu. So, whatever we give the name to them different for our understanding of them to be different, and within them also the functional differences are there as a part of Leela, and for that within them the Samvit expresses as that. In Kabutar, the Kabutar Samvit, कि मुझे ऐसे रहना है. तोते में तोता का संवित, कोयल में कोयल का संवित, पेड़ में पेड़ का, मगरमच्छ में the samvit in the form of magarmachh. That I have to be the samvit thought. Okay, here I have to express like this. So it is fixed, and to maintain its uniqueness, it is maintaining the difference with the others. तो मैं मगरमच्छ हूं, मैं मगरमच्छ ही हूं, मैं मछली नहीं हूं, और मैं और कुछ भी नहीं हूं. These are all inner samvit. That is required for the play. Again, 100th time I am saying. Only for the sake of play, like that it is. Actually, all of them have Paramatma only in them as substratum. So, yathottara janata dakshina janam sthitam na kinchidapi janati nija samvedana drute swasangyanubhave linaha tatasthavara jangamaha parasparam yada sarve swasanketa parayanaha. Wow, complete example. Like people in the southern ocean do not know who are in the northern. Northern Valley do not know who are in southern, their habits, etc. They are unique to each themselves. Same way, the samvit in each of the being identifies with that particular being, disowning with the other. Otherwise, the Uttara Tata, Samudra Tata people, both are basically human beings only. But first of all, they don't know each other. If at all they know, they still differentiate from each other. तुम नॉर्थ के हो, हम साउथ के हैं, तुम साउथ के हो, नॉर्थ. Same way, the samvit in elephant thinks it is samvit. The samvit in tiger thinks it is tiger. Then the tiger doesn't know elephant. Elephant doesn't know tiger. Elephant thinks it's other than tiger. Tiger also thinks it is not the elephant, it is tiger. This is the samvit ka khel for the creation. Okay. Then yatha shilanta samsthanam bahishtanam cha vedanam asajjadan cha vekanam mitontastastutam tatha. One or two more examples are given to convey this thought. Tomorrow we'll go through this. Okay. Tomorrow we'll conclude this sarga, which we have taken 2 weeks to study because of the importance of the content. At least one or two things also enter our bosom. We are lucky. Otherwise, come daily to the class, allow some things to enter. One day we start realizing them. Hey Prabhu, hey Rama, hey Vaashishtha Saraswati Mata, make us understand each and every of these things. Give us the required subtle intellect to understand, the chitta to remember, and goodwill to practice these things. Consistency also, so that we reach you in this very life. Om Purnamadaha Bol Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Dhanyavad.